In today's episode, we are going to uncover the inherited wealth block you didn't see. One of the biggest reasons that some people build wealth faster than others has nothing to do with intelligence, talent, or even access to money. It has to do with the beliefs that they inherited. If you're new here, hi, I'm Diana, a stock trader, a licensed realtor, wealth coach, and a doctoral student. And this channel is all about helping you break through financial limitations. Check out the links below and subscribe so you don't miss out on any future episode. Think about it like this. If you grew up in a family where money is discussed with confidence, where investing is normal, where business ownership is celebrated, and where wealth is seen as something you can build and pass on, you naturally absorb that energy. You just don't learn money skills, you absorb money expectations. But if you grew up with hearing things like money doesn't grow up on trees, the rich people are greedy, making money is hard, or we don't come from families like that, then those ideas become invisible rules running your life. When I grew up, money was scarce, and it's not because my father didn't make any money. He had plenty, but he was irresponsible with it and would rather spend it on his mistresses than to spend it on the people who depended him the most, like my mom, my sister, and myself. And here's something to consider. Most people never question those rules growing up. It's like trying to drive a car with the parking brake on and wondering why the engine feels weak. The car may still move, but it's working against resistance the whole way. And that's what money blocks feel like. Here's a secret I want you to know. Wealthy families often pass down more than assets. They pass down their money beliefs. They teach the children that money is a tool, money creates options, money can be used for good, and wealth can expand through calm, disciplined thinking. So when those children grow up, they don't automatically panic around money. They don't see wealth as dangerous. They don't feel guilty for wanting more. They don't subconsciously sabotage opportunities because they think success is not for people like me. That is a huge advantage because in wealth creation, our beliefs are like our operating system. If the software is full of fear, scarcity, self-doubt, our results will reflect that. Now let's talk about the hidden program many people carry. Now, if you feel like money has always been a struggle, sometimes what you're fighting is not just a lack of strategy, it's a counter belief. For example, you want to trade with confidence, but part of you believes you always lose. You want to invest long term, but part of you believes the market is against you. You want to scale your business, but part of you believes wealth comes with stress, burnout, or loss. You want to make more money, but part of you still feels loyal to your struggle. That's the invisible block. It's like trying to download a new app on your phone with a corrupted software. The app may be perfect, but the system keeps glitching because the foundation hasn't been cleared. That's why some people do all the right things and still feel stuck. Here's a better way to understand it. Imagine your mind is a savings account. Every time you hear messages like, we can't afford that, rich people are bad, or you'll never get ahead, those words are like withdrawals from your wealth confidence. And over time, that account gets drained. Then later in life, when it's time to invest, to launch, to scale, or to take a smart risk, your inner account doesn't have enough confidence in it to support your new financial goal. On the other hand, when someone grew up hearing, we figured things out, money follows value, there's always a way, and you can build wealth. They're making deposits into that same account for years. So when opportunity shows up, they move differently, not because they're better, because they're better prepared internally. Allow me to explain why clearing matters. This is why money mindset work matters so much. You can have a great strategy and still sabotage it with your subconscious fear. You can have a business plan and still undercharge. You can have a stock plan and still panic sell. You can have a real opportunity and still talk yourself out of it. That's not a lack of potential. That's an internal conflict. And the moment you clear that conflict, everything starts to flow differently. You can make cleaner decisions. You can trust yourself more. You can stop overreacting. You can become available for inspired action instead of forced action. That's when wealth really starts to feel easier. I want to gift you with a real internal shift. So here's what I want you to understand. Wealth is not just about what you do. It's about what you believe is possible for you. If you've been carrying money stories that say abundance is hard, unsafe, or meant for other people, those stories have to be rewritten because you cannot build generational wealth with a scarcity identity. You need a new internal standard, one that says, I am capable of wealth. Money is not the enemy. Wealth can be built with integrity, and I am allowed to expand. That is when your outer world starts to match your inner shift. So, if money has felt harder for you than it seems to feel for others, don't just keep trying harder. Look at the programming, look at the beliefs, look at the silent stories that you inherited about money, success, and worthiness. Because once those are cleared, you stop dragging resistance into every decision. And that's when wealth begins to respond to you in a whole new way. Not from force, but from alignment. Not from pressure, but from clarity. Not from struggle, but from consciousness. Now, drop a comment below. What is one lie about wealth that you are choosing to uninstall today? I will read every single comment. I'm Diana. This is Dollars with Diana, and I will see you in the next episode. Bye for now.